Well, howdy friggin' do, y'all. It's been a hot minute. I've had an actual day to decompress, kinda. Hello. Hope you're all having a lovely evening. It is LA Noire Clock once again, aka Arson O'Clock for B. How y'all doing? For anybody just dropping in for the first time. Name's Ricky T. Bones, Detective Ricky T. Bones. I'm a singer, song composer sometimes, and of course, a novice sleuth of some kind. So good evening to Dahlia Inkheart, good evening to Honeybee, and good evening to Waltimate. Nice to see ya. Hope y'all are having a decent Tuesday evening. I almost forgot what day it was again. I need to stop doing that. He's also an all-around chill guy. Well, thank you for saying that. I try a lot. Anyway. Did you... Damn. Okay, well, I'm glad you got it all fixed up. I assume, though, that you're going to have a lot of trouble eating for a little bit. Jeez. Well, I'm glad you got it taken care of, Dahlia. Better now than down the line when you can't afford it. Anyway, I have been buried under a bunch of work. Oh! I don't suppose you noticed a new friend here, did you? This here is Jeremy. And Jeremy was kindly donated by a well-known friend of the channel. This was drawn by Bee, Honeybee, out of the kindness of her heart. Yes, Jeremy. We don't know where Jeremy's from or how he died, but all we know is that he's happy there sitting on my desk. Taft on. Turns out Nerve was mega dead, and they have a temporary filling that's packed with disinfectant to kill the rest of the bacteria in the socket. Whew, a little bit longer, and that would have been really bad. Yes, that's Bee's brainchild right there. Thank you, Bee. Your name is now in the credits along with everything else, which reminds me I do need to put the rules on Twitch at some point. Probably tonight, before the next stream. Alas, poor Jeremy. I knew him well. The king's greatest jester. My beloved friend. Poor York. But I got next week to get the rest taken care of. I'm on antibiotics, so... and... yeah, I can imagine. I've actually never had proper tooth pain. I think I may have only had one cavity that got taken care of easily. But the closest I've ever had to that is clenched jaw pain, like you described it originally. What's the matter, B? Ooh, okay, yeah, go ahead and take care of that. I'll ramble on, I'll be rambling on for a little bit here, just because I want to talk about what's been in my way. I have been a graphic designer a lot more recently. I don't know how, but I've become like a de facto person turned to for graphic design in Olympia. Like, I made a thumbnail for Sheriff. Hello, Todd on Zero. Hello. Welcome on in. We are just barely getting started. Whew, I'm tired. But yeah, I've been under a lot of work. Buffs already? Oh boy. Like your water brand of water. Yeah, it's a lovely little thing. Just a little PNG prop. I can never tell when it's lagging over there. Ah, well, come on in. No username. Remember buying a copy of LA Noire from a flea market. Turned out to be only a useless bonus disc. Oh, yeah. If you've been watching me on Discord, yeah, I have been in Clip Studio. Hello, Doug. Yeah. Making some cool stuff for the upcoming Funny Bone stream on Sunday, by the way, which I should probably... Oh, yeah, you did post something in the art chat, yeah. Ui. Sorry, Ultimate. Yeah. Now, this water is from 7MC, I think? I think this is what it is? Yeah, pretty sure it's 7MC. Welcome on in, Doug. Welcome on in, no username. A pleasant evening to you as well. We'll get started on LA Noire in just a second. And of course, hello to all the lurkers out there in Twitch land or anybody who just stops by. Appreciate you. The VOD will be a bit spotty because there is copyrighted music, but if you want to experience the... y'all know where to find VODs. That's all I'll say. Can't say much more than that. But yeah. We're in for some good old-fashioned sleuthing tonight. Now that I have done most of my work, I'm just waiting on some PNGs for other graphic arts. And then, finally I can get started back on either editing or music making. One of which I am in a dire need to. Yeah, the VOD may be a bit spotty on the Twitch side of things. Oh, that's good, B. That's good. I need to decide on what I'm doing for music this month, because I challenged myself to do at least music thing 1 per month. My Get Out of Drill free card is focusing on a vocal cover, and my challenge to myself is to come up with a theme and try to compose around it. Like, it has to be EDM, and it has to be dark, or it has to be orchestral, and it has to be filled with arpeggios or something like that. I have not had the time to think recently. Everybody else has got something for me to do. But that's all what's been happening today and the past couple days. But for right now, I think we got ourselves a crime to solve, don't we? Let's step on over. Brain.exe not working. It's been working overtime, more like, Doug. It's been working overtime. So I'm happy to put it to a different use. Here. Okay. So, I would like to warn anybody tuning in for the first time tonight. We are very late into the game. So, if you're trying to play this game yourself and you've only gotten to... If you have not gotten past the Vice cases, we are now in spoiler territory. Ah, hello, Zombie Black Rose. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Oh, God. I wish that were an option, man. I just need more sleep, probably. I need more sleep and less computer time is what I need. Waiting for the pain to be almost completely gone before I start using the teeth guards by myself to see if it was grinding or clenching my jaw. That can happen during your sleep too, which sucks. But for me, it happened a lot because of games I was playing. But yeah, welcome on in, Zombie Black Rose. And thank you for subscribing, by the way. I didn't notice you were subscribed. You were probably part of the reason I busted 500 subscribers. So thank you very much. Okay. Let me recalibrate my brain to be more entertainer-oriented. Dinner and ice cream. Damn. You're feeding yourself good tonight, B. LA Noire, ice cream, hot dinner. At this point, just grab a beer and you're all set. You're very self-indulgent. Okay. Not when you don't have to put it like that. Anyway, give me a second. Give me a second. The restream chat is lagging behind. I'm going to fix up some stuff real quick. Okay, that's there. That's there. And that's better. At McDonald's earlier because I wanted fries and spicy chicken. Damn. The girl does deserve to treat herself. Anyway, I digress. So, we got to talk about at least 80% of the game. So for those trying to avoid spoilers for the end game of LA Noire, we are in the final cases. If you have not made it past Advice, this is your final spoiler warning. The place is Los Angeles. The date, 1947, 1948-ish. And we are Cole Phelps, a veteran from the Pacific War Theater, a Marine, lieutenant, who returned to civilian life and joined the LAPD as a beat cop. Now Phelps, being the smart ass he is, of course, rises to the highest ranks of the detective agency, starting out as a beat cop for only like a month or so, and then moving up into the traffic squad where he met Burkowski, worked a couple of rackets, broke up a car theft ring, a resale ring. He did so much good, quote unquote, that he made it all the way to Homicide, where he went toe-to-toe with the supposed Black Dahlia murderer, only to be stifled and shut down because the murderer turned out to be a well-connected individual. And if they had ever revealed his real identity, there would have been massive shame. So, because he was such a golden boy and such a good damn detective, they moved him into Advice, where he was tasked with taking on the heroin problem afflicting LA. Hot stuff's been on the market, and it's army surplus. So it's been killing dope addicts left, right, and center. And just as he was about to get to the bottom of it and crack the case on the distribution, Roy Earl, his own damn partner, made him take the fall when the LAPD made a huge mistake. When the LAPD was on fire, they threw Cole Phelps on it to snuff it out. And so now here we are in the arson desk, the lowest rung of the LAPD, right above being the janitor. We are investigating the soot and ashes of what used to be housing for houses. And yes, to be fair, let me bring this point up. The reason Cole Phelps got demoted was because he had an affair. Back then, adultery was a crime, if I recall correctly. So, he is on suspension, basically, and working probationary. And he's barely a part of the LAPD at this point, so he's trying to redeem himself by working tooth and nail in the arson desk. Thank you, I try. But yeah, he had an affair with a German immigrant. In post-World War II America, he had an affair with a German immigrant who was a singer at a nightclub. And he is a broken man at this point. But even broken men can serve a purpose. Adultery is still a crime in some cases. Good to know. Interesting. So now he's trying to redeem himself, trying to bring back the glory he once had, and he's trying to make something out of nothing at arson. And as luck would have it, there seems to be a conspiracy regarding a suburban development complex and a connection to a string of house fires conveniently nested in the places where they want to redevelop. The plot thickens as Cole Phelps tries to redeem himself one last time. Yeah, no, I know, like, there are some places in the US that are still backwater like that. Like, adultery is a scummy thing, don't get me wrong. I don't know if it's a crime. I think it's a shitty thing to do to a partner who's dedicated themselves to you. But there are places in the US where adultery is a crime, I guess. There are places where alcoholism is still a crime, like prohibition is still there. There are still dry counties here and there. You know, they say, I don't know if this myth is still true, but they say in Texas you can't buy a spatula on a Sunday. I don't dare try to, but there are some really old laws like that still around. So, that's a recap for about 80% of the game. It's very simplified as opposed to my usual long-winded one. So, excuse me. Where was I going with this? Right, so, now that you got the gist of who we are, what we do, and why we're doing it, the development in Arson so far is that there has been somebody tampering with certain air devices, certain gas devices, where they have filters that are flipped and misaligned so that they explode when set in a certain configuration, thus igniting the house, and it's already caused a family of 3's death. So now this is becoming a firebug problem. If you're broke, you need one for eggs. Well, start learning how to flip with a fork. That's your only choice. 4, a family of 4. Thank you. So it's been grim, and all we're doing now is just digging through ash and soot, trying to figure out how these people died. And there is one thing I explain every stream, and I'll explain it one more time, so bear with me, folks. If you're regulars to these streams, this is part 9. I know, but I need to say it again. LA Noire, as a game, is very simple. We go to a site, we investigate, look for clues, scan the area, and then we're usually brought up to interrogate suspects or witnesses. Now, the game originally had its dialogue and responses written with 3 different ideas in mind. In-game, we have the choice to, during an interrogation, say they're telling the truth, say we doubt them, or say that they're lying. In the original script of the game, these 3 prompts were different. Instead, think of them as coax instead of truth, which means being the good cop and using a gloved hand approach. Doubts becomes force, which means to play the bad cop and be aggressive about getting your answers. That can be a good thing or a bad thing, depending on how the kind of people you're dealing with. And then the last one is accuse, not lie. They kind of mean the same thing, but accusations have resulted in some of the craziest shit being made, craziest assumptions being made from Cole Phelps. They're a great source of laughter, but obviously you make a weird accusation, you piss them off. Yeah, j'accuse. I'm glad it's helpful. So remember, we say they tell the truth. We're going to play along and see what else we can get out of them by being their friend. We say we doubt them, and we go aggressive. We fly off the handle. We say, you're not going to give me what I want? How about I beat it out of you? And then finally, accuse. We make a wild assumption or an educated guess, depending on whether or not we have the evidence, and then present said evidence. So, with all that being said, yes, they are good to watch. Definitely, like, if you've got a TV, what do you mean, Mike? Cole accuses Ricky of having no shoes to match his out. Oh! Yeah, actually. But if you do own a TV, like, this is a great cinematic experience. I kind of wish I was the kind of streamer to, like, play full screen all the time because of how beautiful this game is. But it looks just fine being in a little square like this. Okay, so I'll explain that right now because surprisingly no, Ultimate. At the moment I don't have a reference sheet, but I can tell you this is only half of me that you see most of the time because I was designed originally, this model in particular, just to break the fourth wall for a second here, only has half, yes. But the full design of Ricky T. Bones is a full, just like this jacket, is a full red and black pinstripe suit with a brown vest, a brown necktie, technically a brown black hat, red ribbon, white shirt, and black wingtip boots. I provided all that information to my artist, but sadly life has not given them the chance to work on a reference sheet. Oop, my chat disconnected. That's fun. Hold on. Uh-oh. YouTube, come on now. There we go. Oh yeah, it does. Wingtips, I love looking at wingtips. I love looking at wingtips. I own a couple of wingtip shoes that are in brown. They are beautiful. Best kind of looking shoe I ever had. And I don't know why, but in modern fashion world, you actually are not supposed to wear wingtips to formal events. YouTube chat, could you please work with me here? Uh-oh. Hold on. I can't see what y'all are saying right now. Because YouTube is being weird. Okay. It has glitched a few times on you? Okay, let me double check what you said. Still need a dupe of those. Yeah. Okay. Try finding anything in size 16. Okay, yes. Okay. Double checking here, folks. Fine. See the chat moving. Yeah, okay, so let me tell you, my chat died. My physical YouTube chat died. The on-screen chat is working just fine, though. I don't know what's happening. Looks like it's fixed itself, though. Okay, cool. Everything seems to be in order. If things do die again, like last time, please do let me know. With Restream, I have a clear connection, but YouTube could... Oh. Did we... Uh-oh. Now I'm very concerned. What the heck is going on? It's still fun on B's end. Looks okay to me. Still live on Tony's end. And just making it... Oh, no worries, Walter, mate. Okay, just wanted to make sure. Before we begin, gotta make sure everything is in working order. So, 30 minutes into stream, we finally begin. Anyway, thank you for listening to me ramble, thank you for listening for the recap, and thank you for listening to me re-explaining all the mechanics. We can begin our work in the arson desk. One hydrate for the road, and it's rock and roll time. Yeah, you're giving the dead guy heart attacks. Please, spare me. As always, let me know if anything's too loud or too quiet, if the game's drowning me out, or you can't hear what the game's talking about. Paper crayons, huh? What kind of wish you trying to make, friend?
House fire. Bad one. At least 4 Vicks.
Ah,
Get out
shit.
there and find out what you can. The address is...
Oh, that command still
North
works.
Hobart.
Wow. Enjoy your lurking, Doug.
Goddamn captain's making me resubmit the paperwork.
Alright, another house fire, 4 victims. This can't be good.
You think those Vice boys get any on the side?
Don't worry about it, Ultimate. Don't worry about it. It's just a little bit of confusion every now and again. And I can be gullible, actually. Not so much of a joke there. Alright, Biggs.
Put him down on my sap.
Let's take a ride, shall we? No one's saying you were, Ultimate. Don't worry about it.
Are we having a conversation, Biggs?
Okay, fuck it. Forget
I'm teasing you, Herschel. Tell me about it.
One of the new housing developments, a couple of weeks from completion, burned to the ground last night. GIs are ready to move in this weekend. Developer's gonna have some very angry customers.
KGPL to any central unit. Ambulance
Machine gun check.
any central unit.
The arson desk
Identified.
has been trying to nail that son of a bitch for years.
He's still in custody, Herschel.
Wanna bet? Fella kicked him loose already. Can't hold him for misdemeanor cigarettes and matches.
Yeah, okay. So that firebug might still be walking around. Don't tell me we're heading back to the complex. Well, we're certainly in familiar territory. Don't worry about it, citizen. I'm just doing my job. Ooh.
Are you on the sauce or what?
Okay. Oh, look at all that popping in. If there was any game that needed a remaster, it's this one. So basically, they know who it is, but they can't arrest him until they have proof. It's more like he is a well-known firebug, and they know he might try to do it again, but they need probable cause, proof, and a crime to actually pin on him. You can be a fire enthusiast, and you can be a threat to the LAPD, but they can't put you away without some reason. You can have a record, but they can't put you away for good without something to actually give you, to keep you nice and weighed down in your prison. Where the heck is this thing? Question. Firebug. Is that a term used for someone who sets fires, or just someone who has a strong interest in them? I believe it's a term for repeat offenders in arson cases. I believe. Don't quote me on that, but I do recall that being mentioned. I'm happy for you, Dahlia. I'm very happy for you. This thing's still standing, at least. And look what's next door. Alright, let's get to work. Also, I do want to mention, let me see. Phoo-wee. No, I'm sorry, I'm admiring Mr. Phelps' suit here real quick. It's kind of a reverse of mine, actually, now that I think about it. Black shoes, black pants, silver coats, pinstripe vest, and a nice design on the tie. Sorry, people have died. I should probably focus on this.
You guys better see this. I hope you have strong stomachs.
Oh, God. As I mentioned before last stream, viewer discretion is advised as we are going to be looking at fire victims. Potential fire victims. That is a nice house. 2-story. Where'd the mortician go? Oh, God.
Morelli, Mike, we recovered a picture of the family.
Okay. Anything else?
To be honest, I just got here, Phelps. Best you talk to Lynch, he's the expert.
Doesn't make any sense. Why aren't they scattered around like the rest of the debris?
I think they've been moved.
Ooh.
I think someone moved them after the explosion and before the fire.
Can you explain that, please?
I'm almost positive the cause of death is asphyxiation due to gas inhalation. Look at the parts of their bodies that aren't scorched. The coloring around the fingertips is typical.
They wouldn't have felt a thing.
I think the fire damage is post-mortem. I think someone moved them into this room after the explosion.
It still doesn't make any sense. Why would you run into a burning building?
Christ. Well, that's a heavy one to start off with. Thank you, Doug. I didn't see that before, but thank you for giving me the view. What sick?
What are they doing?
The prayer effect is from the fire. Muscles and tendons contract.
Another day, another dollar.
They weren't posed like this. This is just how their bodies ended up. Okay. And that's what they were like in life.
You ever think about how many people have died in this world? And how big heaven would have to be to accommodate them bigs?
No, I have not. Show some respect.
It's our boy. I think he watches the fires. I think the Sawyer fire went wrong.
So what about the guy we have in jail, Phelps?
We got the wrong guy.
That doesn't explain why he ran into a burning building. What would make anyone do that?
Guilt.
For the fires?
For his mistake. This guy wants to burn houses, not families. He expects the houses to be empty. He's trying to redeem himself. He probably thought they'd be happier together.
You are one very disturbed individual, Phelps. I know you had it rough lately, but you should start to compartmentalize your thoughts.
He could be right. Can you come up with an alternative explanation?
I'm sure it's the same guy.
Are you telling me that some son of a bitch murdered these people, the whole family, and arranged them here like Cupid dolls?
Might fit, Cole, but I don't think we could ever prove it. There's very little evidence.
Evidence?
Albert, check out the hot water system. Make sure we're dealing with the same MO.
Sure, Phelps. I'll get back to you.
Leave the rest to us, Cole. You better find out what's eating Biggs.
Ooh. Yeah, let's leave them to rest. Whatever's left of them, and wherever they might be. Biggs?
So something finally got to you.
You want my help, pretty boy? You got it. You keep riding me, and you won't be pretty much longer.
We can get this guy, Herschel.
You think you've seen everything, Phelps? I was with the 2nd Marines at Bella Wood. The things that went on in that farmhouse. My own guys on fire, screaming for a way out. You're not gonna get this guy. There's gonna be no photos and no citations. We're gonna kill this miserable fuck. End of story. You getting this?
Hello, Sky. Welcome on in.
You remember the list from the travel agent?
Sure.
The Morellis were winners too. Their name was on that list.
Christ.
Great.
Take a look around, work the neighbors, see what they know. I'll go across the street.
Okay, I'll try this side.
I haven't done this for years.
Well, okay.
I got friends who work
You
at
don't
the
look like a
exam-
fireman, son.
About 50.
Let me give you some context, B. The infamous flamethrowers of World War II were not invented by the Americans. The very first people who used flamethrowers were the Germans. They had shock troops that would walk into trenches and spray the whole things. So, if Biggs remembers fire, that's probably what he remembers seeing. Although I don't think the flamethrowers were used later in the war. Anyway, welcome on in, Sky. Hope you're ready to sit around the campfire, as it were.
Calling you stupid?
Let's have a talk with some of the witnesses. Excuse me, friend.
LAPD. Can you tell me anything about the fire next door?
Terrible luck. Imagine after having won that weekend away.
What's your name, sir?
Foreman. Dudley Foreman.
You got a friend? You got a strange brother named George, by chance? Okay, that's going a little bit too dark there, Dahlia. Jesus. Alright, what can you tell me?
Did you see or hear anything that might have...
Look, we were asleep when we heard the explosion.
Okay. Do I... Okay. Let's... Wow. I actually don't know how to follow up on that. Okay. So you're willing to tell me what you know. I should probably just walk through it with him.
And then what happened?
It was like Pearl Harbor with bits of the house raining down. Blew out all of our windows that faced the place.
I'll have a patrolman come by and take your statement. Hopefully you'll be a little bit more cooperative with him.
Come on, kid. I'm doing my best here. You were talking about the competition, right? Catalina Island? I've got one of the flyers in the kitchen if you're interested.
You smoke heavily, Mr. Foreman?
No. I never touched tobacco. Why do you ask? What the hell? Those aren't mine.
Any luck, Cole?
Couple of things. What did you pick up?
Folded piece of paper. Looks complicated.
Japanese call it origami. Can I take a look?
Sure.
Paper crane.
That's weird.
There's a legend about them. You fold 1,000 of these and you get a wish.
What's it made of?
Hey, don't break it.
I'm not. I'm unfolding it. Looks like a waybill or a flyer.
Okay.
For what?
For Elysian Fields developments.
So whoever made this is a lovely supply of these. Fun.
Oh, I see you already have one.
The exact same one. Oh.
When did the flyer arrive in your mailbox?
They've been arriving for weeks. This one was in the mailbox when I got home from work yesterday afternoon.
You might be next. Yeah, that's not a hard chord structure. Actually, it's probably one of the 4 easiest chords you could learn. You got this, guy. You got this. You might be next. Consider taking a vacation. Packing everything that's valuable to you.
I got friends who work at the Examiner.
Okay.
About
Looks like the
50
game
bucks
wants us to look around a bit more. And we can learn some things about this area. Jeez. Look at the damage. This thing just didn't go up in smoke. It exploded. Projectile, like a frag grenade. Well, looks like he's got a kid. Nothing in here. Yeah, that doorknob ain't gonna work. Yeah, a gas explosion, just like the other one. Back shed was not damaged, which is great, and it's not part of our investigation, apparently. Hello?
Looks like the same model.
Reginald Yarley. Yep. Another one of these that got flipped.
This is the flashpoint. The heater detonated with enough force to expose the foundations.
Sheesh. Look at that. Straight through the pipe, too. What's this? A newspaper?
Somebody gonna tell us what the hell is going on?
Oh, great. Enjoy the movie, folks.
How did you get my number, Ira?
At first, I didn't understand you. But now I do.
I'd like you to come back to the clinic.
I'm helping other people now, Doctor.
I think you are confused. You haven't been to the clinic for weeks.
I'm not confused anymore, Doctor. I'm helping people be together.
This world is only temporary. We'll all be happier in heaven. Why don't you tell me where you are and I can come to you? I think the fires should end now. They have served their purpose.
Oh, the fires are only beginning, Doctor. After the fires, everything will be beautiful and clean.
Everything will be erased. The world will be fresh and new.
I can see my purpose now, Doctor. And you helped me to find it.
Dr. Fontaine, what did you tell this man? What did you do?
Let me through. I just want a quick look is all.
Great. Well, we got a little bit more searching. To my knowledge, yes, it's not legal in all 50 states. Just a trowel.
Seems irrelevant.
Oh no, a burnt hairbrush. I think so. Upstairs is destroyed. What's this?
Doesn't tell me anything.
Nothing but burnt up memories. Frames were destroyed. Did I actually look at those cigarette butts? No, you're right, B. That might be what I need to do next. Let me just look around the house real quick, for the sake of it. That's just the busted up iron. I think I know where you're going with that, though, B. If those are military surplus cigarettes, that's a fucking burnt doll. Oh, we can go into the basement. Of course, water heater's destroyed, so this place is flooded. And the leaking pipe. The usual stuff down here. Oh, no, the water heater's actually intact. Just a random pipe cutter, bolt cutter. Just a hammer. If it's full of a bunch of useless stuff, why are we in here? And that's just destroyed. Alright. Let's go see if we need to look at that cigarette. Hello? What did I miss? Oh, nothing of worth. You got a weird hunch, huh? Alright. I think we picked it up.
I've heard this is a triple homicide. Is that true?
Yeah. That cigarette is nowhere to be found. Let's talk to R&I real quick.
It's gotta be something big, right?
Yeah, maybe.
I need an address for a property developer.
I also should have pushed him. But, you know, when you get one shot at most of these later cases, you tend to screw up easily.
748 North Oxford Avenue, Wilshire. Anything else?
Messages, please.
You have a message. Contact Captain McKelty immediately.
Thanks. Can you put me through, operator?
Of course. Here you
I'll
are.
spend an intuition just to check out the area.
Commander?
Leads on the Morelli fire.
We're about to go and visit Elysian Fields Developments.
You're about to do what? Leland Monroe. He's a personal friend of the mayor and the chief. Are you out of your mind?
Great.
I'm warning you, Phelps.
Commander, we have a line of inquiry.
You have something, you bring it to me. You're hanging by a thread, Phelps. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Not getting anywhere with that.
I have a report on my desk today.
Kelty has warned us off over Elysian.
Makes sense. It's a dead end. We should check out Rancho Escondido.
You know the place?
Sure. Corner of Fountain and Wilton. Let's go.
Alright. I need to spend an intuition to actually look through this place, because we're missing something. Yep. Here we go.
The main reason Santa's so jolly is because he knows where all the bad girls live.
There we go.
Mr. Man like
More cigarettes.
He's got quite a habit.
Whoever he was wearing boondockers. I would know that imprint anywhere.
Oh, God. Okay. Boondockers are military boots. Calderion? I have no idea. I don't think that's army issue. I want to talk to you again, damn it, but I can't. Okay. Give me a second, I need to fix something. Oh, if only. That's a good show That's a good movie, by the way. You should definitely try it. Fair warning. It's pretty harsh to watch. Quick, restart. We can go back. No. I don't save scum in Bethesda RPGs, and I don't save scum in LA Noire. We need to finish this. Okay. Do we go against... Do we go against the chief? Or do we go... God. Sky, please. Anyway, I'm divorced. Never change, Sky, never change. I feel okay. Typically when we've played this game, we have gone in sequential order, and that's usually helped us. So I'm gonna trust my gut on this.
We are not going to.
Yes, we are.
You just won't let this go, will you, Cole?
You know they're involved somehow. You expect me to turn my back on it?
You're a big boy. I expect you to know which battles are worth throwing my pension away for.
Oh, boy. This is a bad idea. But I have a feeling they're just gonna turn us away. Alright. We're dealing with yet another sleazeball salesman if the boss is inside. If the boss is inside. Good evening, ma'am.
Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD, to see Leland Monroe.
Do you have an appointment?
We're the police, lady. We don't need an appointment.
Can I tell him what it's about?
It's an official investigation.
There are 2 police officers here to see Mr. Monroe.
Send them through.
And that's our cue. Thanks, ma'am.
Damn. That's cold, Sky. That's really cold.
Immediately.
May I help you, gentlemen?
2 layers of
I'd like
defense.
to speak to Mr. Monroe.
I'm afraid it's impossible. Mr. Monroe's schedule is booked weeks in advance.
Cut to the chase, sister. Is he in?
I'm not at liberty to reveal that, officer.
Oh, then I guess we'll just
So
let
he hired
ourselves
you
in.
for your intelligence?
I find that offensive.
Okay,
You have
Biggs.
every right to.
This is getting us nowhere, miss.
Casino.
Would you like us to return with a warrant?
That won't be necessary, gentlemen. Come into my office.
Wow. You've had a long and fruitful life, my friend. I've never even gotten close to that kind of game you've got.
You like a cigar? Drink, boys.
Sure, I'll have a scotch.
Biggs.
Why are you trying to drink the poison of our enemies?
We're investigating a series of domestic fires, Mr. Monroe.
It's terrible, boys. How can I help?
Yeah, you're not wrong there. You're not wrong there, Sky. Half the reason I never went to public school was because there was a big problem with students getting jiggy with it, if you know what I mean. Alright, let's get serious here. I need to read him. I need to see if there's contradictions, and I need to feel out if I need to push him. I'm gonna take my time with this. Elysian is possibly linked to Arson's. That's one hell of an opening move.
Elysian Fields and Suburban Redevelopment Fund flyers keep turning up in the vicinity of the fires.
They're turning up all over town, boys. Can you imagine the current demand for housing?
So that's your explanation, Mr. Monroe? Coincidence?
Explanation? Why, what's to explain? I advertise on radio and billboards for buyers, and I advertise for sellers using waybills.
Well, come on in, Big Chum. I am in the middle of an interrogation, so welcome on in. Okay. Terrible boys, how can I help? They keep turning up in the vicinity of the fires. They turn up all over town, boys. Can you imagine the current demand for housing? So that's your explanation, Mr. Monroe? Coincidence? Explanation? What's to explain? I advertise on radio and billboards for buyers, and I advertise for sellers using waybills. Not Prohibition era. It's 1947-ish, so it's post-World War II. So that's your explanation, Mr. Monroe. Coincidence? What is our accusation?
We hear that Suburban is under severe time pressure to complete work on the new houses. I think you're getting heavy-handed about it, and it's gone wrong.
I hope you have some proof of how I'm involved in this. I'll be happy to sue you for whatever you're worth.
What is promotional fires for Elysian Fields developments? Yeah, USMC Boondockers. Yeah.
You don't ask, you never find out.
My accusation doesn't hold weight. He's not telling the whole truth, so we gotta push him.
We found a family burnt out in their home. Another house burned to the ground. Another Elysian Fields flyer. Our information is that they didn't want to sell.
Are you saying that's something to do with me? Is that your point?
Point is, every time we find a family barbecued, we find one of your flyers. Is that good advertising?
That was a good call. That was a good call. We are talking to the president of Elysian Fields Developments. The name on every billboard advertising housing for GIs. And we are slowly making our way through this conversation. So, about this promotional travel contest we've heard so much about, mostly in burnt-out mailboxes.
What do you know about a competition for families to win free vacations to Catalina Island?
My company runs many promotions. I'm not familiar with that one.
That's a lie.
Level with me, Mr. Monroe. You know all about the vacation offers.
You can believe whatever you like, son. You're missing the vital ingredient called proof.
Let me see what I have. Promotional flyer for Elysian Fields developments. They're in tandem. Yes, the guy we were told not to talk to. We're talking to and we're winning.
Sorry.
I think I've got the right hunch, but I'm going to use some intuition to make sure I'm right. Yeah.
Your face is all over the flyers, Mr. Monroe. You know about the prizes, and you're aware that they get given to holdouts.
My face is the brand. It's on all our advertising. Did you know that the mayor and the chief of police part of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund? Do you want to accuse them of murder as well?
Last thing, Mr. Monroe. Neither can I, but I've known a couple of people like this. His eyes are open. He can see right through them. I've known a couple of like Hispanics like this actually. Got a very unique face. I've looked at the plot of Goodfellas. You should attack. We're cops. We're not mobsters.
Are you suggesting that I'm burning people out of their homes so that I can sell them new ones?
What happens to your plans if a family like the Morellis refuses to sell?
We work around them. Business finds a way. That's the American way.
He's stone-faced every time. No tells. What is my accusation here?
I think you're being less than candid, Mr. Monroe. You're building these homes to some timetable. You're under pressure to get rid of the holdouts.
And how exactly do you think you can prove that in a court of law, detective?
Copsters, yeah. I don't think I can.
You're off the hook, for now.
I think I just got to push here. Let me double check what he said real quick. You made offers to buy houses in the areas where fires have been recorded. Are you suggesting that I'm burning people out of their homes so that I can sell them new ones? What happens to your plans if a family like the Morellis refuses to sell? Work around them. Business finds a way. That's the American way. Yeah, no, we need to push him.
Come on, Mr. Monroe. You expect me to believe that you would build a new development with one of those old piles smack bang in the center of it?
Progress is an inexorable process, detective. Those who choose to stand in defiance are usually confined to the wastebasket of history. To answer your question, yes, we would build around them if we had to. Most people see sense. The arsonists, do you have any suspects?
We aren't at liberty to say.
I didn't think so. The contractors I use for waybills, do you suppose it could be any of them?
It's really
I have
quiet.
A list of their names if it'd be of any help.
That would be very helpful, Mr. Monroe.
Glad to hear it. I'm always happy to help the LAPD. My secretary will provide you with that list. Did you know that I'm on the board of the police pension fund?
It's an empty threat, Biggs. Don't listen to him.
Glad to be of help, officers.
What's the story? Any of these names ring a bell?
Oh, shit. Remember how we were talking about that good old firebug? Guess whose name is on this list?
Herbert Chapman is on this list.
Find the phone. We need to know where we're at with Chapman.
All right, let me look at one last thing he said. Okay. The arsonist, do you have any suspects? We aren't at liberty to say. I didn't think so. The contractor I use for waybills, do you suppose it could be any of them? I have a list of their names. Would they be of any help? So these are the people who deliver his flyers. So Chapman goes to the houses and delivers the flyers. He could also potentially be...
That's the creep.
Your boss is a fine man.
All right. Excuse me.
Broad has socks in it, Brazier.
Gonna use this.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Locate us a Chapman,
Can you check
please.
whether we are still holding a Herbert Chapman.
Let me find out for you. He was released this morning, Detective.
Damn it.
I'm sorry, Detective.
It's not your fault. Can you give me a last known address and put out an APB on the guy?
I'll get back to you, Detective. APB will go out over KGPL shortly.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Okay, so while they're looking out for Chapman, we're going to be exploring that other field Biggs was talking about. Okay, just like before, following the way it's written in the book is the better way to go about it.
This guy's got a screw loose.
Come on, Biggs. Put your back into it. Biggs? Biggs. This way, bud. This way. Thank you, buddy. What happened? Were you seeing the Hun running over the hills again? Sorry, that's really insensitive to say. Rancho Escondido. Alright. Quick K-turn. Austin Powers style K-turn. And off we go. Man. So if he's not tied in, let's play devil's advocate here. Say the development manager is not tied in to Elysian Fields. How would he be so blind as to not see it? He's got to be in on it, right? Yeah. You know, speaking of fires, it's actually really hard to start an actual campfire. A long time ago, me, my brother, and my father decided to make our own fire pit. And I tell you what, I don't know what it is about the wood around here, but it was so tiresome to get it to go, and then all it made was a bunch of smoke. We did get to make some pretty good s'mores out of it, though. But damn, I'm glad nobody called the fire department on us by accident. Rancho Escondido.
You know, there
Cute.
are times when you really miss a nightstick. There's more religion in the end of a nightstick than in 100 cathedrals.
Okay.
I'm not gonna tell you again, sir.
Don't tell me when and how I can come and go on my own property.
It is not
This is
safe,
America,
sir.
dickhead.
Now step back, or I'll lock you up for a
Smart
fray.
mouth son of a bitch.
Hey!
Okay already.
Black
Not
heads.
fitting a GI.
We're gonna have to pacify these poor saps.
Sit down, soldier.
Come on, then.
Biggs, you deal with that guy. Come on, 1, 2. You got this, Marine. And you can just sit down and stay down. What did I say? Cool off, soldier.
Good thing you showed up when you did, detectives. Those folks were baying for blood.
Okay, then. Let's see if there's anything left to take a look at.
Oh, great. Yeah. Now you got your W-2. Good. That means that you'll finally get the extra pay that you deserve. A little bit coming back as a refund will help you get out of the hole you're in, I'm sure. Ooh. What the?
Mortar is like dust. Is that normal in a fire?
You'd expect some shrinkage in the heat, but it looks like the cement barely adhered to the brick. Doesn't appear to be any wall ties either. This thing looks like it was built on the cheap.
That's really suspicious for a number of reasons. It was built on the cheap. It was built hastily. It wasn't built to last. Homes aren't supposed to be built like that in the 1940s. Like the modern stuff today, yes. Houses are friggin' made of paper. But proper mortar like that being so easily scraped off? Oh!
You got an idea, hotshot?
We're looking at Elysian homes, and they are not as well built as we previous guessed. And there's Cole Phelps' new flame. And the reason he's working arson. Oh, fuck
Buy me
you,
a drink,
Roy.
Cole? No. Not even for old time's sake? Not even for that. You're not gonna ask me why I'm here? I wouldn't give you the pleasure. We'll get around to it.
This was the guy who screwed us over out of advice.
She's
For
in
anybody-
fine voice this evening.
And anybody just
I
catching
wonder
up.
how the commander would feel Save about the threats for someone who cares about them, Roy. You're breaking my heart, Cole. You know how I feel about you.
Well said, Multimate.
Stay away from Elysian Fields. I should have known that you were playing errand boy. You and your doofus partner. You have been warned. Thanks for your cooperation, officer.
Oh, that's how we know we're going in the right
Stay
direction.
away. You have no idea the type of people that are involved in that company. I have a pretty good idea, Roy. The same kind of people that sent you here. Your investigation is finished. Homicide will be taking over from here. I've heard we've had a spate of grass fires in the hills that you and that hunchback might be able to handle. Thanks for the drink, Cole.
Shoved off the case again, damn it.
You get the message about Monroe?
Yeah, Earl delivered it. You?
McKelty. He started making noises about my pension.
Great.
Sorry about that, Herschel. I didn't mean to drag you into this.
Save it, Phelps. Monroe's an asswipe. And so was Earl. And so was McKelty when it's all said and done.
Oh, you know, hey, you mentioned it, Big.
KGPL calling car 11K.
Hey, you mentioned it. Oop, hold on.
11K, go ahead.
11K, the last known address of suspect Herbert Chapman is 650 North Kingsley Drive in Wilshire.
That's important to know.
Roger that, KGPL. 11K en route.
Let's go pick him up.
Actually, we should probably go...
You fought at Sugarloaf, didn't you?
I did. But I don't like to talk about it.
You come across a guy called Jack Kelso out that way?
You know Jack Kelso?
He's an insurance investigator over at California Fire and Life. Our paths cross from time to time.
Ooh.
For some reason, seeing you makes me think of him.
Has Jack spoken to you about his experiences on Sugarloaf? Or the rest of the campaign?
Jack keeps stum just like you do. I know what it feels like to get back from conflict. You gotta respect that.
I was gonna say, Big Chumbas, mobsters don't... you never know. I don't think you want to work for the kind of mobsters that exist today. You know, cartels and such. But... pretty enough face can go a long way. I was gonna say, like, you know, given how much I sing personally, I wonder if I would ever be brave enough to sing on stage. Because I know, like, in my local neighborhood, there's a lot of, like, vintage acts. And I feel like I could pull it off. Like, you're just performing in a bunch of an old folk, like, in front of a soon-to-be old folks' home, or you're performing in front of a bunch of vintage enthusiasts. They gotta be small crowds. And there's a large musical community. Maybe I could monetize this voice of mine. I don't know. You think I'd be able to pull it off? I don't know, man. It's one thing singing in front of a bunch of text boxes. It's another thing to be singing in front of actual people. There's so many anti-mob laws nowadays that it's hard to make an honest living as a mafioso. True, yeah. Thankfully, the extortion racket isn't at an all-time low. At least I hope so. I've never been involved in small businesses around here, so I couldn't say, but I'm certain there's still a thriving underworld every part of the U.S. Want to be Roxy from Chicago. That's something I have not watched yet. Talking about Chicago the musical, right? I don't know. I don't know if I could. Even though I'm a streamer, even though I've been doing this for 3 years, it's one thing to use your face, and it's another thing to use your body. And it's a third thing to have them all on display with a suit that you can barely pay for. I don't know. Maybe I just haven't tried it yet. I'm a star and the audience loves me. I felt that.
We're looking for Herbert Chapman.
I'm looking for him too. I need him to move his car so I can mow the lawn.
Great.
He's definitely not here.
I've been banging on his door off and on for a couple of hours. Yeah, he's out somewhere. There's some kind
Let's
of
take
problem.
a look at the car.
All right. Let's see.
Let's see what he's hauling around.
Shit. Oh, shit. Look at all this. Well, first big problem. We've got our matchsticks and our wick.
Motive, opportunity, and hard evidence.
Remember, the mosquito wire was essential for making the explosives. Second thing, we found an origami crane. Looked just like one of these.
Definitely gives him opportunity.
And, well, of course he has these flyers. I don't know if he can fold origami, but of course he has these flyers because he's one of his boys. And this is a concern. What kind of ammo?
We should revise the APB. He's clearly armed.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and one in the chamber is 8. Oh my god, he's carrying a 1911. And he's got one mag ready to go. Post-World War.
Holy cool.
Yeah.
There he is. It's Chapman. He's coming out of the laundromat.
7 in the mag,
Shit.
1 in the chamber.
Seen
That's the exact.
Cops! Again!
Yeah, there it is. Pistol. Standard issue army.
Son of a bitch, he must have caught the trolley.
Great.
We gotta move fast, Cole.
And now we have a hostage situation. This is fantastic.
I'll call this in. Get some cars dispatched. Car 11K calling KGPL.
Nice chap.
11K requesting assistance. In pursuit of suspect aboard the 1110 University streetcar. Currently heading east on Melrose Avenue. Advise all units. Suspect is in control of car and driving dangerously.
Roger, 11K. All units, officers need assistance on Melrose Avenue.
Out of the way, citizens.
The 1110 University streetcar headed eastbound. Approach with caution. Suspect is in control of the streetcar and driving dangerously.
This is the slowest chase I've ever been a part of.
Stay on his ass, Cole. Don't lose him.
Dear God in heaven. Sorry, citizen.
See if he can damage one of the wheels. Might act like a brake and slow the thing down.
It's not a bad idea, Biggs. God be with your aim. And yeah, Glocks are actually
Hold him tight,
the
Cole.
standard
as soon
now.
As he ditches the tram, we'll be there to grab him.
A little lower,
Look, Cole, the
Herschel.
side plate's gone. Get me closer. I think I...
Perfect.
End of the line, you little prick. Come on, Cole.
Shit! I forgot he had a gun. I didn't think it would pull it out immediately. God, that sucked. And now we gotta do that
Bitch,
again.
You must have caught the trolley. We gotta move fast, Cole.
I'm sorry. I didn't think it was gonna pull it out. The game was
I'll
all
call
like,
this in, get
oh,
some
we could
cars
just walk out and
dispatched.
get him. And
Car
now,
11K calling KGPL.
and now I feel like a fool. Okay, let's speed this up.
11K requesting assistance. In pursuit of suspect
Let me
aboard the
tell y'all something
1110
about
University
catch-up.
streetcar. Currently heading east on Melrose Avenue. Advise all units. Suspect is in control of
mobsters
car
don't have
and
guns?
driving dangerously.
Not exactly a mobster, but I get your point.
Officers need assistance on Melrose Avenue. A suspect aboard the 1110 University streetcar headed eastbound. Approach with caution. Suspect is in control of the streetcar and driving dangerously. Units to animal code 3 identified.
Stay on his ass, Cole.
Holy
Don't
God.
lose him.
Anyway, this mission is all about chasing the train, right? Well, you should be
Cole, the
gunning
side
it.
plate's gone. Get me closer. I think I got a shot here.
But if you hit the brakes, the train's gonna stop too. So, physically, we can't actually... Don't. Shut up, Ricky. Shut up. You're about to fail this mission.
Hold him tight, Cole. As soon as he ditches the tram, we'll be there to grab him.
Okay. We're gonna pop him in the head this time. He's desperate. We know that now.
Good. We need to get closer. Get me closer to the driver's cabin. I'll plug Chapman.
Plug him! Do so!
End of the line, you little prick. Come on, Cole.
Okay. This time, we know he's armed. No such thing as non-lethal shots.
Well done.
I'm not so sure. Chapman seemed to have his own agenda. There seems to be more to this than a personal vendetta.
What are you talking about?
The fires benefit Elysian in some way. I don't see Chapman and Monroe working together.
You have a point. The evidence is good for Chapman. It's hard to be worrying about his side of the story when he's blasting away with that big 45.
Well, we got one dead firebug. Maybe that's good enough for the cap.
Put yourself at considerable risk stopping that trolley and probably saved a lot of lives. Anyone else but you, Phelps, and you'd be up for a bravery award. We've had our eyes on that slippery son of a bitch Chapman for as long as I can remember. I couldn't be happier than to wipe him off the scoreboard. I hope this puts to bed that crazy stuff you had going about Leland Monroe. What were you thinking, Phelps? We'll be calling Richard Nixon a crook next.
Don't tell him. Don't tell him. Us time travelers can't tell him. Okay. Trying to live the idyllic family life, huh?
From Lou. His insurance policy named me beneficiary.
California Fire and Life. You worked for Elysian?
The roof that he was working on collapsed.
It's a very generous settlement. Elsa, I'd like you to do something for me. I think there's something dirty about Elysian Fields.
What is that got to do with Lou?
Don't bring her into this, Phelps, please.
Settlement. I want you to go and see an investigator named Jack Kelso and ask him to make some inquiries about Lou's case.
Isn't this police work?
Do you want to find out what happened to Lou?
Why would he help, this Kelso?
Jack won't be able to help himself if he smells a rat.
He's a friend of yours?
He hates my guts. Elsa, you could take this money and let them get away with it, or we could get Jack's help and do something about it.
Okay, he's got an angle. I can't argue with him.
Why not be honest with this man, Cole? He deserves your honesty if you want his help.
Believe me, Elsa, I'd like to level with him. I really would, but it's too late. Years too late.
Yeah. As per usual, Phelps is just being an irrational and a dude. Too prideful. Leland Monroe will never face a charge, but a fistful of evidence might have got his attention. Well, and now we get to have a little bit of fun on the other side of the life. So CJ, all you gotta do is follow the damn train. No matter what Rockstar game, it's always true. Agreed, yes. Phelps, like, there are many people out there who could just talk, and everything would be solved. But now, we get to take a break from Phelps finally, and pursue the world of insurance investigation. We get to be the better guy of the two. Jack Kelso.
Mr. Kelso?
This is my kind of life.
Sign on the door says, miss.
Let's see. Selectman. Pertaining to the matter of policy number so-and-so and the sudden death of Mr. Louis Jan Buchwalter, I'm writing to inform you that you have been named as sole beneficiary of Mr. Buchwalter's estate. Please find attached a settlement check for $20,000, the maximum payable amount in accordance with Clause 4A of the Life, Care, Disability, and Accidental Death Policy which Mr. Buchwalter held. If you wish to dispute the settlement, you may contact our account management office by return mail or by phone during office hours. With condolences, Clarence W. Fleming. For California Fire and Life Insurance.
There's no need to come into the office, Ms. Lichtman. If you accept the settlement, all you need to do is sign here.
I don't accept the
What
settlement.
do you mean you don't accept? I think you're pushing your luck, lady. This seems to be a ridiculously generous settlement. A $200 policy with a $20,000 payout? You should...
I don't want the money.
What do you mean you don't want the money?
I want you to investigate this case. I feel my friend may have been the victim of foul play.
Ooh.
Okay. Let me get the case file.
Gets him intrigued immediately. Alright. What you got on this place, Jack? Damn it, now I'm hungry, B. Thanks. Okay.
There's got to be more in these files.
Alright, let's see here. California Life. While in the employ of Elysian Fields Developments, Louis Jan Buchwalter was killed when the roof of the property on which he was working collapsed. Okay, for 23rd, 1947. Alright. Let me open this up. Here's the full... Here's the full... 300 grand? She's turning down that much just for Cole Phelps? Yeesh! That is not worth falling in love with an ex-GI, lady. But, you know what? You do you. Things you do for love.
Is somebody gonna tell us what the hell's going on?
Oh, wait, hold on.
Watch it.
Valuation. You're turning that down for a man who, by the way, cheated on his wife. Yes, I know, B. Alright, let's just investigate this. Wait, as the woman, I agree. What the fuck? Yeah, I'm kind of with you there, B. Like, you cheated once. You cheated once, Phelps. Why should anybody trust you? Why should anybody trust you? Oh my god. I'm glad you are. I'm glad you are, Dahlia. I know exactly what you mean. Like, I've been sick for so long at some points that where I'm so sleep deprived that it's either the sickness or my lack of sleep that's really just destroying me. So I'm glad you get to sleep soundly tonight without jaw pain. Okay, let me read this again. Well, okay, so we know it was collapsed. Tuesday 28th. Whoa, hey, welcome on in. Appreciate you stopping by. Thank you very much for the raid. Ties CGG. Give us just a moment. We are, hello, hello. I wonder if that works. Nope. I have to do it with a slash. I'm Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I hope y'all had a great time with your old stream. How was it? Forgive me for not being all that used to streaming on Twitch. I just recently moved back here after being on YouTube for a while. Good evening, good evening, good evening. My name is Ricky T. Bones, folks. I am a detective who's playing LA Noire, and I make music, I make jokes, and occasionally I make correct decisions in a detective game. Too deep. So deep that Susan P. Anthony just rolls over her grave. But yes, thank you for dropping by, everybody. Of course, if you do have to raid and run, I understand. We are going to be going for a lot longer than usual. Like, we are halfway through our usual stream length. So, if you do enjoy LA Noire, if you do enjoy detective games, this is the right place to be. However, do note, we are knee-deep into this game. Like, we are on the last few cases. So, if you were thinking about playing this game, and you'd like to stay spoiler-free, you are free to check out anytime you please. But for those sticking around, welcome to Hotel Calaveras. Please enjoy your stay. It's a little home base I run as part of my detective shtick. Yeah, yes, you would be smarter for it too, B. Anyway, to bring you up to speed, a woman has walked into a insurance investigator's office, and we're looking over the insurance policy that she's a beneficiary of. She is turning down $20,000 in old money, which is almost $300K in today's money. And we don't understand why, but her current lover, which is our beloved Cole Phelps, now disgraced, he's trying to get to the bottom of a racket that might be occurring where they're burning out people who are not selling for the sake of a housing project. Things are getting thicker and thicker. And thank you, Ty CG, for the follow. Thank you, Kiardis for the follow. There's no alerts, unfortunately. I have not deigned to set them up just yet, but thank you very much both for following. All right, now that we've done our usual song and dance. Hey, post-water has made emergency bread and jello salad, so true. Meat jello. A lot of unusual delicacies back in the day. Why do I have 5 alerts? Oh, just some extra stuff. Okay. Alright, so let's read over this again. Tuesday, January 28th, approximately 8:30 in the morning, Mr. Buchwalter was ascending the roof structure of a property at the Normandy Avenue development when a fault in the ridge beam caused it to sag. Witnesses report that Mr. Buchwalter slipped and attempted to right himself by holding onto a ceiling rafter, but the rafter broke. Mr. Buchwalter fell approximately 23 feet to the ground. His falling weight caused several ceiling joists to snap, and these fell inward along with part of a prefabricated roof truss. Talk about a weak house. Oh my god. We explored one of these houses earlier, and it was barely together. Yeah, meat jello salad was a thing. Is a thing, depending on who you ask. An autopsy later revealed that Mr. Buchwalter's cranium shattered. Okay, that really didn't need to know that detail. Probably struck his head on one of the roof beams. He sustained significant internal injuries as a result of falling timber and died of internal hemorrhage approximately 10 minutes after the initial roof collapse. Independent testing of the ridge beam and the roof truss determined yada yada. Let me just speed read the rest of this. Okay, witness report. He was following all safety procedures.
Sounds like your friend took a hell of a fall. I'm sorry for your loss.
Unavoidable industrial accidents. No fault can be ascribed to Elysian Fields developments.
Is somebody gonna tell us what the hell's going on?
Mr. Buchwalter's cranium was shattered, probably when he struck his head on one of the roof beams. Wait a minute. Hold on, this is something... She says it's a setup. Let's look at this really quick. Slipped and attempted to right himself by holding onto a ceiling rafter, but the rafter broke. Fell 23 feet to the ground. Falling weight caused several ceiling joists to snap, and these fell inward along with part of a prefabricated roof truss. But his cause of death was a cranium injury. Possibly struck his head on one of the roof beams as he was falling. Sustained significant injuries as a result of falling timber. That makes sense. 10 minutes after. Okay. So he died choking on his own fluids. Where's the roof he was working on then?
Do you mind if I ask you a couple of questions?
Of course not.
So yeah. Yeah, meat jello is not one. I don't remember who it was, but I remember watching somebody who decided like they wanted to make meat jello as a delicacy and try it out just because it was a weird idea. I don't know, man. I'll take meat cubes as bouillon, but I cannot imagine that. Okay. So, lady I know nothing about totally. Why would you want to dispute this claim payout?
You look as if you might have something on your mind, Mr. Kelso.
What basis do you have for your claim of foul play?
Lou Buckwalter was a craftsman. I don't believe he would have made a roof that would collapse.
I've worked with her before. Well, think about it this way, B. It's not going to be sugary like your usual jello. Okay. We don't have anything, do we? Just out of curiosity, what does Jack Kelso accusation sound like?
I think you're lying, Ms. Lichtman. I think you're after even more money, and you're trying to drag
Yeah,
this
okay,
company into a lawsuit.
he's an idiot.
So now you know my motives, Mr. Kelso? And how do you intend to prove that?
By nothing.
Looks like I was mistaken.
Just for the sake of it, because I feel weird. Okay, yes, that's what I thought. And review the log really quick. What basis do you have for your claim of foul play? Luke Buckwalter was a craftsman. I don't believe he would have made a roof that would collapse. Do I feel like I need to push her? Yeah.
You want me to reopen this case based on your woman's intuition? That isn't going to happen. Take the money.
I've already told you I do not want the money. There's something wrong with that house.
Yeah. I have the worst vintage recipes like banana and ham hollandaise. I have not tried hollandaise. I know the texture of banana. I don't think I want anything slimy near that thing. It turns the mush in your mouth. That's a crazy idea. Okay, what's your connection to Buckwalter?
You and Buckwalter weren't married?
No.
Then how did you become his beneficiary?
We were family friends.
Push again.
You expect me to reopen this case because you come in here walking that walk? Well, I'm not buying it. I think you should tell me what the hell is going on.
You really want to know?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
We were interned together on Ellis Island. Resident alien Germans whose parents had been killed by Nazis. Do you see the irony in that, Mr. Kelso? We spent 4 years there.
Eggs Benedict. No, deviled eggs, scrambled eggs, sunny side up. But never eggs Benedict, no. Walking that walk? I do. I would totally say that. To be honest. Alright. What's your motive for this dispute?
So the roof collapsed. Accidents happen. What exactly are you trying to achieve here, Miss Lichtman?
Exactly what I said. I want that building thoroughly investigated.
Well, she's got no reason to lie here, but... Fucking that wall. Hey! I will consider that wall to mate. Never been called a dame or lady. Yeah, no, that's outdated verbiage, I'll admit. Lady? It's a little bit rude. Dame, unless you're referring to a British high standard, no, it's not really a great idea. Yeah, she's being honest.
I'm intrigued, Miss Lichtman. I really am. But you're going to have to give me something if you want me to get involved in this.
There is a conspiracy surrounding Elysian Fields and the new houses they are building. I believe your insurance company is involved.
Oh.
That's pretty heady stuff, Miss Lichtman. Flimsy, but heady.
I've told you what I know, Mr. Kelso. What are you going to do about it?
All right, Miss Lichtman. One final question.
Yes.
What's your address?
Is that usual?
Is there anything usual about this case, Miss Lichtman?
The address is on the letter, Mr. Kelso.
Thank you.
The address, not the phone number.
If we need to contact you. Okay, no, don't you start making eyes at her. Come on.
See you in his office, Jack, upstairs.
Jack,
Come on, I'll walk you up.
kindly stop making eyes at the devil of the hour. Strictly professional. Yeah. Look, at least with Jack, we know that he's not exactly on the up and up. He's a war veteran. He's not a golden boy like Cole Phelps. Maybe he's allowed that. Me? Don't look at me like that. I was not looking.
I don't think you're a fool. But what's my opinion against thousands of others?
I can imagine. Like, guys got the power walk, the saunter for ladies must be the same kind of feeling.
Ah, yes, Jack. I'm just trying out a new putter. I noticed Elsa Lichtman in the lobby.
That's not a putter.
It's the weirdest thing, Mr. Benson.
Call me Curtis, Jack. This is California.
Like I said, Curtis, this is a very strange case.
How so, Jack?
That lady, Elsa Lichtman, is refusing a 20 grand payout.
Elsa Lichtman is hardly a lady, Jack. She's a jazz musician. Plays at the Blue Room in Hollywood. She has a fine pair of lungs, now that I think
She's
of
the
it.
beneficiary of this guy, Lou Buckwalter. He was killed in an industrial accident working for Elysian Fields Developments. You know Elysian?
I'm familiar with Leland Monroe. We move in similar circles.
Well, Miss Lichtman is making some
Yeah,
pretty
you don't know that.
serious
You don't know that, big
accusations.
chump
She
pussy.
says the case stinks and that
She's a
something
very
happened.
highly strung girl, Jack. Strung out might be a better way to put it.
It's a pretty generous payment, Curtis. I think I should look into it.
Is there anything wrong with the paperwork, Kelso?
No, there isn't, Mr. Benson.
I didn't think so. Pay the case out and get her off our backs.
I can't make her
Okay,
take
he's
the
getting
money.
nice and
Deal with it, Jack.
defensive.
Do your fucking job. Do I have to do everything?
No, sir, you don't.
Fine, Jack. Fine.
Never
You know,
threaten
I
a
have the
man
greatest
holding a
confidence.
putter.
Thanks, Mr. Benson.
That looks more like a 3-iron to me. I'm going to be real with you. It's way too wedged.
What the hell?
Your car, Mr. Kelso?
Thanks, kid.
Ah! Jackass! In hindsight, I probably should have looked to the left, but you know what? I'm going to tell the insurance company it was your fault. Yeah, Scott gets it.
The other night I had a date
Oh, interesting.
48 states, a hybrid
Yeah, maybe. I think it'd be too unprofessional to do that. But then again, it's based on what kind of agency. Like, I feel like there's got to be some crazy. There's still got to be some crazy golf addicts out there in the office world. But I don't know if anybody's eccentric enough to play golf in their house anymore. Oh, a programming office? No. He's too busy having his hands on his keyboard to do that. Office managers, they need to be like lawyers or admin, like in Mad Men specifically. They gotta have too much time on their hands. They gotta be delegating everything. Just waiting for something to sign. Programmer in an office like that? Nah, no way. Too much time with their hands. Oh man. What's up, B? As we once again take our path to Elysian Fields. God. Rockstar really loves to do the whole utopian dystopian thing with their naming conventions. Speaking of Rockstar games, I want to ask something of the good folks of my community. I have Red Dead Redemption 2 and I have not beaten it yet. Would you prefer I save it for the stream if I can make it work? That was a very quick yes from B. Oh no. Have I made you excited for something that might not arrive again? I get it. It's a very big choices matter kind of game, especially with its deep-seated moral system. I just like hanging out with you, Bone Man. I need to hang out with you more. I need to like lurk in your streams while I'm working during the day. Honestly, Pig Chumpus, that's that I kind of envy that ideal look. It is weirdly like that idea is weirdly nice, but at the same time, it's so cursed. Like, you just want to be in that moment, but you don't want to see the end of that moment. Yes, that's a very big mood. A 40s housewife is just listening to a vinyl and looking out the window, wondering if her jaded lover will kill her. Damn. I have not played Bully, actually, now that you mention it. Don't know if I would, considering its content, but... Anyway. Okay, food for thought. The good folks wouldn't mind seeing Rockstar's Red Dead Redemption 2 on the stream at some point. It's a long game like this one, though. I wish you luck on that. Good cameras are hard to find, and they take a decent amount of time to save up for. Yeah, I've handled a couple of DSLRs like that, actually. They're really good. I kind of wish I had one on... I do have one on demand, now that I think about it, for, like, taking pictures of stuff. What's this? 1947, Portland cement.
That's not how my pop taught me to mix it. Someone is cutting corners.
2 tons of Portland cement, 8 tons of building sand, 16 tons of graded aggregate. No, my bad. 42 tons. Okay, yeah. Yeah, no, Jack's right. This is just not enough cement to make proper adobe. It's a bunch of sand in one. Damn. Yeah, that is weak sauce. Interesting. You should. You definitely should. Casablanca is it's a lovely little bit of war propaganda, but damn is it well written and well acted. So, let me refresh anybody's... Let me explain Adobe, what I mean by Adobe really quick. So, I don't know if this was developed as a Mexican thing or it was just developed over time, but there was a thing called Adobe bricks where they take mud and turn it into... They basically take mud and turn it into hard, dried... Gosh darn it. I can't hear sarcasm through text. I'm sorry. Anyway, excuse my nerding out. Sorry. Okay, order of demolition. City of Los Angeles, pursuant to Section 191, Part 1, Subsection A of the California Building Code, hereby orders that any building work on the...
Bulldozing and starting again.
Everyone says it's a classic and so stylishly moody, but I haven't. Also gone with an VTube, so maybe Casablanca. Yes. Highly recommend you do Casablanca first because you are going to be seated in that sofa for like 3 hours. You were going to be in that sofa for quite a long time with Gone with the Wind. You're good. You're good, Waltimate. I'm just a dumbass that can't read the room sometimes. Exactly, yeah, in bed. Yeah. God, I can't imagine watching Gone with the Wind, like the entirety of Gone with the Wind. Maybe in like in a hotel setting where I'm like on my bed. But on my phone, maybe? I don't know. Anyway. Any building work at Normandy Avenue subdivision be associated with the incident of 1/28/1947. Hey. They're already trying to bulldoze it. That feels like they're trying to remove evidence.
Leland Monroe, the man with the grin. Looks like he doesn't like to be disappointed.
Okay. Sorry, just had to double check some things. I'll have a look at that link later, B. Thank you for sharing it with me, though. Dangerously in Love. That's one I haven't heard of. Elysian Fields Development Site Office. 4105 Council Streets. Delays will not be tolerated. From the big man. Interesting. So, there's a good chance that they're trying to cover things up. I don't remember when exactly it was, but we've got a lot of questions coming out of here.
Hey, you just can't be walking around down here.
I'm Jack Kelso, from California Fire and Life.
I don't care if you're from the Vatican.
Mm.
Buzz off.
I'm investigating the accidental death of a Lou Buckwalter, and...
You deaf? Do I have to beat on you?
Looks like you do.
All right, pal. All right, we're going to do this again, huh? Ow. Okay. No, you don't. Oh. No, you don't. Okay. Gotta soften you up a bit. Tenderize you. And in the
I came
ribs.
to see the house where Lou Buckwalter died. You were just about to offer to show me the way.
It's out the gate and 3 houses down on the left. Don't know what you're looking for, smart guy. There's nothing there.
Then I'll poke around in the rubble.
Fine. As long as you're out of my sight.
I'll admit, guys probably used to slug each other a lot more back in the day. On account that guys were a lot more prideful back then. And boxing was really popular in the 1940s. I could see fistfights breaking out every more often. However, as time went on, fistfights became more and more dangerous the more kids got hurt, so... You mean goons? Yeah. Guys in my high school were just horrible at fighting. Yeah, I don't know. I've never gotten into a fist fight. I've gotten into a clobbering fest with my brother a couple times. But never serious stuff. Never serious fights. I probably wouldn't win one. Sky's been in a couple fights, though. You ever look at just something and just know it'd be a beautiful, wonderful thing to hold in your hands? Absolutely. I can't name exactly what that thing is, but I know exactly what you're talking about, B. There are just some mechanical objects out there, or just in general beautiful objects that just look right.
The place falls down and then they bulldoze it. What gives here?
Not for... Oh, God. Not for construction use? The frick was this doing here? Amidst a pile of lumber that used to be a house. We got a smoking gun on our hands now.
Escaped from the loony bin.
And yet again, another weak sauce looking brick. Yeah, don't admit that on stream, by the way. Don't admit on stream that you've broken somebody's bone or nose without a lawyer present. Or if you're a boxer. Yeah, they really are cutting corners. Alright.
You lousy piece of shit.
Hey, I didn't do nothing, friend. I just decided to buy this suit and wear it around. Blame Jack Kelso. Okay, it's clever bit of the game design here. The red flags are where we're supposed to be investigating. Yeah. This place should have never gone up with all this timber. That's why they're trying to get rid of it so quickly.
I'm out of here.
All of
Let's try to
this.
piece this together.
I wish I could afford that.
That's not right.
Keys. Oh no.
Decisive. Now, I'm not so sure.
Keystone Films.
It's
Who gets their
all
lumber from a
looping
film
back. And we got a problem. Somebody's trying to silence us.
Son of a bitch.
Ah! Move it! Move it! Move it, Jack!
Oh, shit.
Joan Crawford? That's a great question, actually.
Come on, Jack.
Ah, come on! I was on the safe part of that. Whatever, Rockstar.
Son of a bitch.
Okay, we're just trying to get out of here. We're not trying to kill the man.
Oh, shit.
We can't kill him, I don't think. Reload. Yeah, we can't kill him. We just need to run. Run like the Dickens. Come on, come on, come on! Don't let him take our legs off! Whew. Jackass. We need to get out of here before the cops come after us. Joan Crawford. Now, that's not a name I'm not familiar with. Honestly. Probably. If gathering by context clues, that's an older actress. Probably around that age. If this is her heyday, yeah. Yeah, pull that thing away, man. We're in civilian traffic.
So,
we're not a cop.
You gonna see your married man again?
You don't walk around with a 1911 just showing off. 41, wow.
Jack Kelso, California Fire and Life investigator. I need an address on the Keystone Film Company.
The address is 658 North Wilton Place. Is
Wow.
there anything else?
You can use a game mode.
No, thank you, ma'am.
Didn't know that. Okay. Alright. Keystone Film Company. Gotcha. Okay. Fun. We're gonna go see that scumbag that Roy Earl works with.
Grown men playing at being boys.
KTI Radio Los Angeles plays the songs you
No.
want to hear. The most
No,
heard
honestly.
on the air, and
My
the songs most
I have
played
I have
on
a very
automatic
spotty
machines
knowledge of
are right
film and media actually. Like I grew up with half of the right Disney cartoons apparently, thanks to my friends letting me know. I grew up with action films later on in life, mostly World War II films early on, and I never stuck around for the credits, although they were basically at the start of it. So I didn't grow up on much drama. I grew up on a lot of action, a lot of cartoons, a lot of educational stuff. So my media knowledge is very spotty. I'm definitely not what you would call a kinophile, as they're called. Somebody who enjoys cinema a lot. Yes, I know. I've been putting off. Not even Bill Nye. I know about him. I've never seen an episode of his. I do need to watch Treasure Planet, and I do need to watch Atlantis. I owe 2 people, 3 people technically that much. Like I said, I didn't grow up on cable television. I didn't grow up on. I grew up a generation late. I had a VHS player. We grew up with hand-me-downs, stuff we could find at the local resale shops. You gotta understand, guys. I did not grow up with modern things. I grew up on secondhand stuff. We barely had enough to keep the house warm, us fed. You know, I'm lucky I didn't have to work when I was a kid. My father had put in so much work, and my mother drove us around in our one truck. There was a...
Hi, Mac.
Wow.
I work for California Fire and Life. I'm looking into an industrial accident.
Here?
No, not here. At a housing development over on Normandy Avenue.
So?
I found some lumber over there, had the Keystone name printed on it.
We've been closed since 41. Never quite made the transition to talkies. The Suburban Redevelopment Fund are pulling the place down.
Know anything about the
Okay.
Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Nix.
Mind if I take a look around?
I'm kind of hungry. If someone was to leave a couple of bucks here, I might wander down the street and get a cup of coffee.
Is there a key to the gate?
No. The only guys who go in or out are some delivery guys from Elysian Fields.
That's
They're working on a
more
housing
than enough.
development over
I need
at
to know.
Wilton and Santa Monica. You'll have to hop it.
Well, you enjoy yourself a nice Americano, friend. Correct. Talkies are your everyday films. Silent films used to be the standard. There's a lovely kind of retrospective on that if you ever watched Sunset Boulevard. Joan stole Betty's lover, and I think Betty stole hers. Damn. Yeah. Sunset Boulevard is a trippy, beautiful film that has amazing cinematography, and it's about the last generation of silent film actors trying to figure out what to do in the era of talkies. It's a great film. Definitely recommend watching it. Alright. Time to put on my detective goggles here real quick. Nothing of interest over here. I actually got a story about this now that I think about it. Papa Bones has actually been to an old Warner Brothers lot back in the day. When he was a rapscallion and all that. Papa Bones got a lot of stories like this. He and a friend jumped the fence to get into an old WB lot. I think he might have found a bunch of old canisters full of film. There wasn't really anybody taking care of the place back in the day, just like this. So it was easy to find. I don't remember what he told me, but he did remember. I think he did say he also saw like the indoor pool or outdoor pool that they would use for like filming boat scenes and stuff.
Let's see what the rich and powerful have to say for themselves.
Hang on. There we go. Hey!
The reel should be nearby.
Ooh, maybe it's already loaded in, or maybe that's it on the floor back there. There we go. Alright. Let's open this charming dandy up. See if we can operate it. This thing is going way too fast. There we go.
In a great day for the future of Los Angeles, civic leaders and businessmen joined forces to launch the Suburban Redevelopment Fund. The Suburban Redevelopment Fund pledges to speed up housing development for returning GIs.
Gentlemen, this is Dr. Harlan Fontaine.
Fontaine
He's our
again.
latest investor in the Suburban Redevelopment Fund. Doctor, this is Curtis Benson. He's Vice President of the California
That's
Fire
our
and Life.
Jack's
Pleased to meet you,
boss.
Ray Gordon, editor of the Times. Doctor. District Attorney Donald Sandler and Police Chief Warren.
Gentlemen, I am delighted to be in such exalted company.
You're making quite a name for yourself, Doctor, amongst the thespian fraternity.
I find that those of artistic temperament are often of a fragile mental disposition.
It's a short step from miscreant to recidivism.
Yeah, good night, Dahlia.
Very true.
Thanks for sticking around as long as you could.
We could all agree that the City of Angels does rather well basking in the reflection of the motion picture industry.
Here, here. And it's something that every sucker getting off a train at Union Station wants a part of. Gentlemen, we're here to sell the American dream, and Hollywood is our greatest advertiser.
So, how is your new development selling, Leland?
Cannot throw them up fast enough, Ray.
And that's part of the problem, Leland. Washington is receiving steady complaints. There's a clamor for public housing.
God damn it, Ray. Public housing is tantamount to communism. Now, that's why we fought this goddamn war. I'm telling you, it's Reds via the back door.
You can't have it both ways, Leland. The new freeways are being built to service all your developments out in the boondocks. They're all being built with government money. The GI Bill is government money.
There's a difference.
What difference?
The GI money ends up in my pocket.
I hope you mean our pockets, Leland. We're all investors.
This is all an organized ring.
So, when will the freeway bond be passed on?
It still has to be ratified. Takes a long time to raise $3 billion.
I need to find a game well or a telephone.
This is wild.
In a great day for the future of Los Angeles, civic leaders and businessmen joined forces to launch...
They're all in on it. The chief of police, the government, the insurance company, and the housing business. Who was filming that? I have I have no idea, but I think it was supposed to be promotional material, and it just fell into the right hands. Yeah, it does.
Operator, can you put me through to police dispatch?
Putting you through now.
This is Jack Kelso, investigator for California Fire and Life. Can you put me through to Curtis Benson, please?
Curtis, not Phelps, really?
Just a moment, please, Mr. Kelso.
Jack, how can I help?
Do you know anything about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund, Mr. Benson?
I've heard of them, Jack. Building new homes for GIs.
Oh, he's his
With
informant.
green lumber that was used on movie sets.
Jack, are you working the Buckwalter case?
Mr. Benson, are you part of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Jack, I want you to listen very clearly. Call Miss Lickman. Call her as soon as you hang up. Arrange to see her tonight and get her to agree to the settlement. Do it tonight. Do you hear me?
Yes, sir.
End of story, Jack. I don't want to hear another word about Elsa Lickman or Lou Buckwalter.
Can you put me through to Michigan 221?
Putting the call through.
Hello?
Ms. Lichtman, it's Jack Kelso.
Yes, Mr. Kelso.
I've been looking into your case.
Yes, and what have you found?
It doesn't look good. I need to see you.
Meet me at the Blue Room. I work there tonight. I take a break around 9. I'll be waiting at the stage door. We can talk then. Auf Wiedersehen, Mr. Kelso.
Thank you.
Bedtime for Bonzo sounds familiar, but I don't know. This is getting interesting. So, everything we've been doing up to this point has all led to that moment. The big reveal where it turns out everybody is everybody. And this entire city is against Phelps and his new girl. I mean, it'd be a better game than trying to work as an LAPD officer. That's for sure. I can imagine that insurance fraud agents have got a lot of crazy stories of that too. Now we get a meeting of the minds. Maybe even a truce. Come on, Phelps. Talk it out like a man. No, Phelps. Don't get any funny ideas.
What were you doing with him?
I was doing what you asked.
I didn't ask you to meet him in an alleyway.
Why do you snarl at me? Your friend came to ask me to accept the insurance.
He's not my friend, Elsa.
I think he's a brave man, and you have placed him in great danger. You've involved him in something, and he has no idea of the risk. Can you live with that, Cole?
Elsa, I need his help, and he hates my guts.
Forget the past, Cole. He deserves a chance to say no. If he helps you, let it be on his terms.
I'll go see him in the morning.
Thank you, Phelps, for actually doing something right. Okay, Phelps, hold on there. Hold on there, Phelps. Hold on!
That cherry pie was delish.
Right. Let's drive away from this as soon as possible before they get any freakier. Yeah, nobody needed to see that. Too promiscuous for the 40s. I hate to tell you this, but sensuality was sensuality no matter where you were in life. And at this point, Phelps doesn't exactly have the fear of God in him, having become an adulterer. So, you know. It was separate bits. Yeah. Shit is wild no matter what era of life you're at. Alright. Why is the game sending us back to the film studios? Did we miss something? Or is it just left over for later on? I wonder. Honestly, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I may be an enthusiast about older suits and older stuff, but I've actually never looked into like what the family politics were back in the day. Not that I really want to know. I could ask the folks about that though. I didn't really notice that now that I think about it. I've watched the Dick Van Dyke Show a couple of times. I didn't notice they had separate beds. Huh. Sorry about the... That's exactly what it looks like in today's terms, yeah, doesn't it? Man. Okay. Why am I back here? I think this is just a dead objective. I don't think we need to be back here. Besides, that guard's been out all evening. What the hell? Okay, we're just back here because we want to be. And I don't hear any investigation music, so... Oh, look at that. It's a horse from Red Dead Redemption 1. At this point, actually, no. I don't think RDR1... Did that thing just whinny at me? I'm not gonna question that. Oh my boy, oh my boy. Some couples do have separate rooms to sleep in modern day. That's... excuse me. As a Hispanic, that's unheard of to me. Alright, back to Elysian Fields. Because Hispanics don't know the damn meaning of the word personal space. Not brothers, not sisters, not parents, and certainly not their kids. I can't imagine being in a relationship where you have separate beds. Well, Phelps and his ex-wife certainly have separate beds now. God. Ain't that the truth? Oh. Yeah, it can be a personal comfort thing. Dahlia, go to bed! Mostly do it because of space and personal preference in the room, so that each couple has their opposite aesthetic. I could see that. I could see that. That too, yeah. I could see like introverted couples being like that. The hell? No, that's not Morse code. That's just a flickering light. I completely understand, B. Somebody might want us to see that. I'm kind of concerned. Electricity isn't on.
Nice wiring job, fellas. Keep them in the dark.
So that's gotta be a man-made source. Somebody up here wants us to know. The hell? Hello?
You lose something, Mac?
Fuck.
I thought these private eye types were all wise guys with smart mouths.
Setup.
Looks
Here's
like
your
the
goons,
stack of
boys.
repartee has all dried up.
Get on with it.
What's your hurry, Mac? You got some place to go?
You ever do the cat and mouse routine without a gun in your hand?
Now that's more like it.
Let's put a few gaps in that scene.
Ah.
Time for you.
Classic goon mistake.
All right. Don't
Nope.
worry, buddy. I'll lay you out quick.
Okay, they've been a couple rounds. This guy looks like Bruce Willis, and he's clocking me pretty bad.
You're a worn, tough guy. You should learn to take a hint. Get him downstairs and into the trunk.
Shit. That wasn't game over, was it? Well, I didn't think we could win that fight to begin with. Okay, I'll admit, porcelain dolls I do understand because I'm kind of creeped out about them.
Sure, he turned up all right. He's wishing he didn't.
But to
He's
each
in
their
the
own.
trunk. He's going nowhere.
And this was
The
before
boys
safety
introduced
latches.
themselves.
Oh, Maisie.
What do you want done with him, Mr. Monroe?
Leland Monroe
Yeah.
sent them.
I know a good place. We'll pick up a shovel and a pick on the way. It's up in the hills behind Griffith Park. We'll deal with that German bitch next.
Okay. Well, if they rustled him down, they picked out his gun out of the holster. Or he could have found the safety latch.
Elsa.
LA Insurance! Give me that vehicle! Get in, Kelso!
Sorry, pal. Desperate times.
Okay. Time to make some... Oh, you fucking kidding me, LA Noire? That works in the movies all the damn time! Yeah, me neither. I guess I was wrong.
Monroe owns the city. Owns the cops. I need to find Elsa.
Shit. I need to actually do some offensive driving now. Whoa! What happened to you, friend? Actually, you're not my friend. You're the furthest thing from. Did you see that? He went flying. Okay, one less thing to worry about. Okay. Okay, they're catching up. They're catching up. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. Nice. Just what I wanted to hear. Oh.
What's your problem?
Okay. Come on, take the inside route, Jack. They're gaining good. Sorry.
Bad driving.
That's what we like to see.
Where are they?
Your car is about as cheap as those old houses. Cole, you better have kept her safe. God, look at him. His arm's fucked up. Tried to have a main character moment, but failed. Yeah. Pop quiz, hotel, motel. This is a hotel. Motels are motor apartments. They gotta have parking. Certainly knowing a lot about this old vintage stuff. Reasonable response. Reasonable response.
So you're still carrying that Army 45, Cole?
Oh, God.
For God's sake, Cole! Call an ambulance!
Don't tell me that's the end of the case. Truth is out on Elysian fields despite Leland Monroe's best efforts to bury it. The man lost a lot of blood, all things considered. Yeah, old cars don't have any safety trunk releases. I don't know how he got out of there. Collapsed after he got a ticket at Phelps, which is why he's now B's new favorite character. Alright, let's see if there's a flashback. If there isn't, that might be where we have to call it.
Satchel charges on the cave entrance from above. Covering fire on weapons team. Look for snipers in the trees. You know the drill. No risks, no heroes, no prisoners.
You want some roast on this one, Sarge?
No, you guys have done enough. Head back to Webb's. We are going to blow every cave we come across. Close them down and move on, people.
Damn. I was hoping to get me a samurai sword.
Skipper says that Phelps has fallen behind again. He's got his fire teams checking every cave. He's lost another flamethrower. He wants you to get over there and hurry them along.
Phelps being efficient as always.
Ho, boom. Weapons company.
Sir.
Sir.
We have a major cave complex in front of us, Hogaboom. I want flamethrowers and BAR teams to clean it out.
Begging your pardon, sir. But if it's a big complex, why don't we bring the Shermans in? They could pour it in there.
We can't wait for tanks to be brought up. I'm already behind.
Then blow the cave. No skin off our nose. Bury them.
We are going in there and clearing them out. We are doing it by the numbers, Sergeant. Get your team in place. We're moving out.
Insane amounts of risk.
Mount up! First fire team and flamethrowers! Head in!
And it's an ambush.
Where's he going? Where's who going? The big cowboy. He's going in.
Who gave that order?
You did.
Too many. Well, unfortunately, that's where we have to call it. Yeah, they are. They are. That's one hell of a cliffhanger, but if we start another case, we're going to be here for 4 hours. Shit. We got a lot to chew on now. Let me see how many cases we are. I know, B, but I got a whole week of streaming to worry about, and I got a Balatro tournament to worry about. House of Sticks. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. This is our finale right here. So, I guess next time we might be able to wrap this up. As much as I would... Yeah, potentially. Potentially. If we're doing all 3 next week, I might start earlier. Just to give us enough time to put a nail in the coffin. Wow. That's crazy to think about. It's just like when I finished Dark Souls. Damn. Well, thank you for joining me, y'all. As always, I know these aren't the best performing streams, but we certainly have a good time no matter what we're doing. No, unfortunately not, Dahlia. We have to get through Dark Souls 2 first. This is on a weekly basis right now because I want to finish it because it's left over from last year. Quite welcome, B. Quite welcome. /J. I'm sorry, I didn't see it. We had a good time, though. We had a good time. Now, let me see, for the Twitch folks, who we are going to raid. Because I promised I would do this last stream, and now I'm going to keep my promise. Assuming I remember how to do this. Who is live at this godforsaken hour right now? Ooh. Plenty of skeletons. Plenty of skeletons. Let's see, how long you been going? Go ahead and ask, but for everybody else, we are tuning out here, so let me go ahead and get us back to the lobby. Thank you very much again for watching another thrilling episode of LA Noire. Let's head on back to the lobby. Thanks, Sky. God damn it. How do I feel about the Portal games? I've played through the first one, haven't played through the second one. Not really interested in doing that, though. They're decent. They're good games. I just haven't really made the time to play them or buy them for that matter. Alright, let's see here. That skeleton's going bye-bye for the night. That skeleton's been up for... Oh, shit! Okay, hold on. No, we got a raid target now. Folks, we are going to send the Twitch viewers over to Doug Gaming, who is currently training my potential teammates in how to play TMNT Shredder's Revenge. How many we got, Doug? We got Fabulich, Marek Ishtar, and one more that I can't read. Or can't tell who is. But we're going to send them their way. Yeah, Doug is live. So, Twitch folks, thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you very much for lurking, especially. For those over on YouTube, thank you very much for the likes, for the subscriptions, if you want to stick around. And to those who watch the VOD, thank you very much for watching up to this point. Your hours are very meaningful to me as we are running towards monetization over on YouTube. So, thank you very much. Thank you very much. And until next time, folks, memento vivere, memento mori, and enjoy writing your life's story. Until tomorrow. Hasta mañana. Sleep well.